So Doug, now that I've got the microphone on my GoPro,
Yes.
what are we doing down here when it's freezing cold and drizzling? What are we going to catch?
We're going to catch catfish, we're going to catch carp, we're going to catch redfin. I'm going to get a small Murray cod. And yeah, we're not very enthusiastic or optimistic at the moment.
No.
It's looking a bit...
It's looking a bit wintry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to rain.
And it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I blame you because it was your suggestion.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said if it was me, I'd go to blah blah blah, and you said that's just what I was thinking.
I think I'm being stitched up here.
About time. Yeah.
Well, we've been here for almost an hour. The drizzle is now become somewhat heavier. Doug had one little bump on his feeder about 20 minutes ago. I've got a feeder out to the left with worms. I've got a float out with worms in front. And to this point in time, nothing has been molested. Oh well, the ducks are enjoying it. But yesterday was an extremely cold day. I think it was only about 13 max. Today's not supposed to be quite as cold, but it's not exactly inviting fishing weather, I have to say. Mind you, we've been spoilt with the warm autumn. But yeah, if we get a fish today, I think we'll be doing well.
The important thing is, Frank, we can have a good chat and a laugh.
Yeah, we'll solve all the world's problems like we normally do.
Yeah.
If only they'd listen.
Yes. Who do you want to start with today? Trump? He's only got a day.
Yeah, that's right. He could be in jail before very long. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, not terribly thrilling looking today, that's for sure. Right, well, we have a kamikaze redfin of dubious size.
It's a Robbie redfin.
A Robbie redfin.
Look at that.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
The fish, I mean.
That I had 4 jammed up worms on.
You did not.
And it took that.
All right, well, he's actually just hooked in the lip.
Yeah. So
Well,
good,
Doug, it's a fish.
Good bit
Sort of.
fishing.
Yeah, well done.
And that is a barbless hook.
Yeah.
So that'll come out very easily.
Well, you're on the board. Did you see a bite?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Barbless hook. No problem. Have you met Robbie? Yeah, I met Robbie last week.
You idiot.
Yeah.
So about 2 hours in, and apart from Doug's little redfin, not a touch. And now the council workers have turned up and they're walking around with their blower vacs, blowing the leaves off the paths, which by tomorrow morning will all be back again, and we've got to put up with all the noise. So yeah, not exactly thrilling.
She's not blowing any leaves. Really?
She's filling up her day and she's collecting her paycheck, so I suppose that's yeah, so pretty quiet. Doug is on the feeder.
Can you take your floating?
Yep. Handle's on the wrong side, Doug.
Yeah.
Right.
That's because I'm normal.
Well, I better make the most of it, Doug, because it could be the only one we get today. He's in the bag.
That's not a bad little fish for out there.
Very nice, Doug. Well done.
That's his fat head.
It's olivey colour too.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very good. Better knock him on the head.
Yeah, shame, but you've got to do it, friend.
So Doug now has one quite nice carp and a kamikaze redfin, and my lines have not moved. Yes, you can laugh. We had a bit of interest on the feeder. Is he there, Doug?
He is.
He's there. Doug's done it again. Oh, it's a leaper.
I've got him this side of my float, so I'm okay. Oh. Oh, I thought it was a cat.
No.
I thought it was a cat. Not so big, but that's alright.
It's a fish, Doug.
They're fat.
Yeah.
They're fat.
Very good. Doug's done it again. He's caught 2 fish and 1 fish finger, and I have had nothing. Still, that's the way it goes sometimes. So we're going to try somewhere different next time. And that's the end of this one. See you next time. Well, Doug and I are back at Windvale after a month or two's absence. The dam is really full. We've had a fair bit of rain of late and it's going over the spillway. I heard a rumour that some bloke came down here and lost a couple of fish recently, big fish. You know anything about that, Doug? Vaguely.
This bloke, this good-looking bloke,
Yeah.
told me that he hooked a dog of a carp just out there.
Yeah.
Took 50 yards of line, or 50 metres of line, came right round there and got into all that.
Yes, well that would have been the end of that, Doug,
And he lost it and never slept that night.
didn't he?
That's what he told me.
Right,
I
so
said, I'll come down here with Frank and we'll sort that out.
right, and the other thing that you might have mentioned to me at some point is that 10:30 on the nose,
Yep.
they swim past this along this front here. Is that right?
In the summer.
In the summer, you're qualifying it now.
In the summer. So it may be 11 o'clock Victorian time.
I would suggest 3 letters to you, Doug. NFI. Anyway,
Well, fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Well, we've come down, and not traditionally carp time this time of year, but in the past I've definitely caught them all year round, even in the cold weather. So we'll give it a go, and what's the worst that can happen? We catch nothing, but we'll be hopeful. So because the freshwater inflow, we're going to basically use worms. I've got worms and bread on my 2 rods down here. Left one's unweighted, the right one's a feeder. Doug will have his feeder out and a float, as he always does, and we'll see how we go. So keep you posted.
Best of luck, Frank.
You too, Doug.
This is a new intro. This is not a Rob. We don't want, hey you, this is Frank's Fishing. This is, welcome to Windvale Dam, and we'll see what we can catch.
I think I like Hey You, but never mind.
do
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's see how we go. Well, we've been here about an hour and a half, and at this point in time have not troubled the scorer. I've got worms on this unweighted line now. The other one, the feeder, has got worms also, and according to Doug, they'll be here in an hour.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Guaranteed, he said. We'll see. Okay, Doug, 5 minutes to go, and then it's just going to go crazy, isn't it?
Hold on a minute. Got my new snow jacket. Let's see what the time is.
This is sounding a bit like a snow job.
It's 25 past 10, Frank. You can't expect the fish to turn on to the minute.
Well, that's not what you said earlier. I've got it on tape. You said
I know,
10:30 punctually, I think were your exact words.
10:30 it will start to happen.
Right.
Right. But it could be 11:30 because we're in the winter. You haven't taken into account summer, whatever they call it, summer saving time that's gone out the window. That stuff.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
So,
it sounds impressive if you were trying to make a case, but I'm expecting
fish. Well,
10:26 now, Doug, so 4 minutes I'm expecting it just to go crazy,
yeah.
and if it doesn't,
Okay.
I'll be most upset.
Oh.
Seeing as, apart from the fact we've had a good chat, nothing else has happened this morning.
Yeah, but we saw some council workers, didn't we?
Yeah, doing what council workers do best, walking around in their high-vis gear and a clipboard.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah, they didn't come over here to talk to me, did they,
No,
Doug?
because they saw you had your blue trousers on and they'd seen you and talked to you before.
Ah, okay. Yes, well, anyway, the summary of all that rubbish is the fact that nothing has happened this morning. Doug had a couple of little possible line bites on his feeder. I haven't had a touch, and I think the fish are just laughing at us. But Doug says 10:30, so I trust Doug, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
3 minutes, Doug. 3 minutes. Well, Doug's going to say I told you so, but it's 10:32 and I just had a touch.
All morning, and Frank's just standing up with his rod because he's had a bite, and he reckons it's 10:30 load of bullshit, and you just told me it's 10:32.
They're late, Doug. They're late. No, I definitely had a touch, but it hasn't come to anything. Oh well, maybe he was right. Of course, it's now starting to drizzle. Ugh.
All right, yeah, see you later.
Okay, we'll see if anything comes of this.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I just had another touch on this line. Just a tweak. Here we go, it's moving off.
You in?
I've got something.
Must be a cat.
It's a redfin.
Oh no.
Have a look at that.
Wow, do you want to net it?
Well, I've got to say, that is the first redfin I've ever caught in here.
Oh my goodness. Well done, Frank.
Well, I
Wow.
didn't do much. I think he's gutsed it. No, he's hooked in the lip. That's good.
I haven't seen one
Just
of
put that
those
rod
in
down.
here for 10 years.
I'm
That's
glad,
a nice redfin.
glad I didn't gut hook him.
That's a nice redfin.
Thanks.
Isn't
Get
it?
that hook out. Well, it's a big surprise.
Big surprise. And it's not a Robbie redfin either, is it?
A Robbie redfin.
It's a
don't
proper
know
one.
what you're
it's
saying,
a proper
Doug.
one. Goodness me.
Come on, get out.
Do you want the forceps?
I'm not quite sure why it's not coming out.
Let me get my forceps.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
That is a nice little fish, isn't it?
Look at that.
I'm going to take a picture of that, Frank.
That is most surprising, I have to say, and most welcome.
That's a little, not you.
Here's
That's
a picture.
little darling,
Here's a
Frank.
picture of Doug taking a picture of me.
That is so unusual. Well
Yeah.
done. Well done.
Okay. Well, I don't care what they say about this. Back he goes. Well, I have to say, Doug was about 3 minutes late with his prediction of 10:30, but two things about that. Firstly, it's a fish, which is very welcome, but secondly, it's a redfin, and I have fished in here probably for hundreds of hours, and previously never caught a redfin. So there you go. I know they used to be in here years ago, but lots of things have changed in here. So quite a surprise. Well, 11:30, and other than that redfin that arrived late, we've caught nothing. I've got other things to do, so I'm going to move off shortly, but Doug's going to stick it out a bit longer. So what I want to know, Doug, is firstly, why did it rain when they said it wasn't going to rain? And secondly, why was there only one fish and it was 3 minutes late?
It was actually 2 minutes late, Frank. 10:32. The reason it rained, it wasn't rain, that was low mist.
Low mist.
Low mist, yeah. And what was happening, it's quite scientific really.
Okay, hang on.
Understand.
Do I need to sit down?
No.
No.
The mist hit the trees and condensated on the leaves and then dripped down.
Condensated?
Yeah, condensated.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know whether that's a proper word.
Condensed maybe?
But that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anyway, I know you're going, but you know, when I catch one of my 3 fish I'm going to catch in a minute, I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
And then you can tack it on the end of this incredible video.
Well, the only incredible part about this video is that I caught a fish and you didn't.
Yeah.
Particularly after the other trip that I'm going to cobble this to, where you caught all the fish.
Ah, okay, that'd be very nice. Well, I'm glad you caught a fish. It was for here and everything. It was a stunning fish, really, wasn't it?
Well, it was most unexpected, that's for sure.
And that's been worth it. Even for me, for you to catch a redfish.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Doug. No, I don't think I was just about to believe it. Yeah, so anyway, it has been, well, slow's not the word, it's been non-existent. So with the exception of that one little redfin that committed suicide on the hook, nothing else today. But that's the way it goes, and sometimes it's very quiet. So probably what will happen is I'll leave now and Doug will clean up.
Yeah.
And that's why he's got a big silly grin on his face, because
I know it's going to happen.
he knows it's going to happen. Yeah. Right, well, I might have to update people in the next video as to whether or not it did happen. Anyway, that's all for this rather slow video today, but see you in the next one. Say goodbye, Doug.
Oh, goodbye, Doug.